Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy JTP here. In case you couldn't notice, I got a new lens. It's still a little close though, so I think I'm gonna switch back to the wide lens real quick. Okay, there we go. So check it out. New 50mm lens. Might do this in a review on this in a separate video. I don't know. But today we're gonna be talking about storage, because if you're like me, you take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, maybe both. I do both. And your storage fills up pretty quick on your SD cards, on your Mac computer, you name it. So I'm just gonna give you guys a few tips, a few things that I use that are pretty cheap. Starting off with number one, a hard drive. This thing is gonna help you a lot, and I will drop a link down in the description. I'll try to find one like this. I'll try to find this one or one similar to it. This little thing right here, as you can see, it's pretty small, maybe even the size of your phone, all side by side. Pretty small, so very portable, and this thing holds 2 terabytes, which, in case you don't know what that means, it's 2,000 gigabytes. Most SD cards are like 64 or 128. This thing could hold like 31 SD cards. Around like $40 to $60 on Amazon. There's more expensive ones with like 5 or 8 terabytes. But this one's nice just because it's portable, but it's still a lot of storage. And then also, if you're like me, who has a newish MacBook from the past couple of years, you'll notice that they only give us 2 ports. Which means no SD card, no USB port. So you could also, again, in the description, get yourself a little adapter like this. And this one I like a lot because there's no cords to it. It's just, it plugs right into the side, just like that, and also matches the color of my computer as well. 2 USBs, an SD card, a micro SD card, and then has those 2 little Thunderbolt, I don't know what they're called, USB-C ports as well to charge your computer. That's also around 50 bucks, I think, so get yourself one of those. So I plugged in my hard drive, and you'll see this little yellow looking thing here, kind of like you would find if you plug a USB or SD card in. You open this toolkit folder here. For mine, yours might look different. Open this mirror folder, and then here it is. I'm gonna clean this up just because I like to organize it, but as you can see, I have a bunch of different folders here, and things you use this for, obviously pictures and videos. I have just a broad pictures and videos folder, and then I put those into other categories. I have drone things, these are all different like projects I've done. I have YouTube videos saved on here. So you can see there's my basketball editing tutorial. Also, speaking of that, that video is up to over 4,000 views now, 4.7K. So thank you guys for liking and watching that video. I'm probably gonna be doing a part 2 to that because I posted this 9 months ago, and it's been getting like average 80 views a day for the past like month. Crazy awesome. We also hit 400 subscribers like a few weeks ago, so thank you guys for that. Anyway, back to here. But yeah, we just have a bunch of categories that I put it in for different projects and things. Final Cut Pro, I have a folder for that, and I have backups on here. So if we open up Final Cut Pro real quick, because I realized that Final Cut Pro takes up a lot of your storage, especially when you're like opening a lot of projects in Final Cut Pro. It really eats up your MacBook storage, which is pretty much the biggest thing I run into. SD cards, you can just buy more SD cards, or you know, just move them to your computer, but then your computer starts to fill up. So if you go here to your library, you see there's like, there'll be your libraries on the side, and you can actually, if you go up at the top here and Finder, go to Go, Home, and then go to Movies, and then Final Cut Pro Backups. And you see this main one, this is the one I have. This is where I put most of my stuff. you can simply drag the library onto your hard drive, and then you can delete it off your computer so you can go and edit your projects later, but still be saving storage. A little tip number 2, also to do a Final Cut Pro. Okay, so if we jump into Final Cut Pro, we'll see we have a bunch of projects here. That doesn't really matter. Click on your main library, whatever that is, and then go up to File, down to Delete Generated Library Files, and select Delete Render Files. Unused only, we don't want to delete them all. So let's check my storage just by going up to the Apple, About, and clicking Storage. You can actually see how much storage you have available, not only on your Mac, but also on your hard drive. So you see I've used 1.4 terabytes, and I have a lot, like probably thousands of pictures and video on there, and it's still only half of the hard drive, not even half. On here, you can see I only have 4 gigabytes, 4.5. Go and we're gonna delete render files, hit OK, let that load, and that should clear some storage for us. And if you look over back, it didn't clear a lot because I didn't have a lot of stuff in there, but if you've never done it, it can clear a lot of storage for you. And we're at now 8 gigabytes, 8.8 gigabytes, so that gave us over 4 gigabytes of space by doing that alone. And then obviously emptying your trash can here and every once in a while helps as well. That's kind of a basic one. SD cards. Again, if you take a lot of photos and stuff, you'll fill up SD cards pretty quickly. And you have a lot of SD cards, and a lot of them are all 64 gigabytes. So how do you know the difference between all of them? You get one of these. It doesn't look too fancy, but look, we're gonna open it up. And if you open it, you have little things where you put your SD cards in them, like a little booklet almost, pretty much. Got like 12 little slots for your SD cards, which is plenty, and little stickers to label them. You see, I'll label them by number, 1, 2, 3. And then what I also did, so I named each, I labeled each one a number onto the computer, and you can rename your SD cards to number 1, number 2, number 3, so they match with this. And then I'll show you here. Go through each SD card, figuring out what's all on it, and you put it into a little list, just like so. So I'll read off SD card 1, 64 gigabytes. Chelan pictures, volleyball pictures, girls soccer pictures. I just have a little bullet point list of all the simple things that I have on each SD card and how many how many gigabytes it is. So those are 3 big things. A little recap, we have the hard drive, probably the main one, probably the most helpful one to me. Deleting files off of iMovie and also Final Cut Pro, and also moving libraries from Final Cut Pro, and then our little handy dandy SD card holder as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. It's actually a little longer than I thought it would be. Be sure to check out some of my other editing videos. I'll made a little playlist of editing videos if this is the kind of thing you like doing. Hopefully it is, so we can guys like connect. Comment down if you thought this video was helpful, like it, subscribe to it, the whole deal. You know the drill. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.